What's up, guys? I'm Anthony, and welcome to Life with Anthony. I hope that you guys are doing well out there. Today, guys, I am back with another work storytime video. And let me tell you guys, there has been things going on that I could have made at least 3 or 4 storytime videos by now. But this storytime is particularly interesting to me, and I thought, yeah, I have to share this one with you guys. Fired on a Friday and hired on a Monday. I thought, what in the hootenanny is going on around here? This story revolves around the first character. Let's call these people characters. The first character in my first storytime video. Okay, but before I start, let me just give you a little bit of backdrop about this person. Not too much. I was told that this person, I was even told the specific year that this happened, that this person messed up so many printing jobs that they demoted this person, and now from being a full-time press operator to a fill-in. And let me tell you, working with this person off and on since I have been there and learning this person's work patterns and behavior patterns and everything, I believe every single word of it. So there wasn't a doubt in my mind that those events back in that particular year happened. So it happened. All right. So around early December, I would say, I got a call from a recruiter. He is an affiliate of the same recruiter who hired me to work on this job. So I think they're like partners or something. And he was trying to get me to leave my job and go to another job a little further up north in PA. And he was like, it's the same type of presses, you're going to make more money, and yada, yada, yada. The whole pitch that recruiters give you when they're trying to get a job, get you a job and get them some money. So I quickly shut that down. I had just been there, and even if I was there for a minute, I still was not interested. So after he quickly learned that I was not interested, he asked me to give this person their number. He said he will know who I am. So I said, okay, sure. So I wrote his number down, and I got to work that night, and I gave the person the number. I told him a little about our conversation, how he tried to recruit me to go to another job. He knew who the person was immediately. So with that in mind, I didn't think anything of it after that. I was like, okay, fine. Then I hear like mid-January, no, the beginning of February, the beginning of this month, I hear that he's leaving. I was like, oh, really? And then I thought, okay, well, he must have called the guy and was interested in the job that the guy was trying to get me to do. So I was like, okay, cool, you know. And that was the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, he must have called that guy, you know. And when I gave him the number, he said, yeah, I know him. He's the one that recruited me to get this job. So I was like, okay. So when I heard that he was leaving, I immediately thought that, you know, he contacted that guy and he's taking that job up further north, up in PA. So I was like, cool. So now, one night, I was walking down the aisle or whatever, down the stretch, and he was coming up. So I said, I hear that you're leaving. He said, yeah, this job offered me $8,000 relocation fee, and I'll be making $33 an hour. And I was like, oh, okay, well, goddamn, that's a good deal, you know. But after we like passed and everything, I thought to myself, okay, I don't know what company is going to offer somebody to $8,000 to relocate somewhere. I mean, it's not like he's relocating from from PA to San Francisco. He's relocating to another part of PA, which is just maybe an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes away from where we are now. So doubts started circulating in my head. And then $33 an hour. Let me tell you something. I've been in the printing industry for a very long time now, and the only companies I know that pays $33 an hour to operators is if you're working down in DC at GPO, Government Printing Office. That is the highest of the highest of printing positions, operators that you can go and work and make. I hear they make like $40 an hour or something there. So doubts started circulating in my head whether he was telling the truth or not. So then, you know, a couple of days went by, you know, we passed each other again. So I said, when is your last day? And no, that didn't happen there. Then what happened was we started working and working every day and everything. And then I asked him when was his last day. And he said Friday. And I was like, okay, cool, Friday. So then when I came to work Thursday night, I heard that they fired him. They didn't let him do his 2 weeks notice. They fired him. And I was like, oh my goodness. So he was fired. And I thought, and let me tell you, my operator, he was so happy that this guy was gone. Because he said that this guy like took up all the overtime. He was an overtime hog, and they knew that whenever they needed overtime, to call him and to let him do it and blah blah blah. And it's not that my operator wanted to do the overtime. He wanted to be asked so he could say no. I was like, really? That's your big complaint? But yeah, he just wanted the opportunity to say yay or nay. But anyway, so he was fired, and I was in disbelief, because the only time that I heard of that happening is once on my other job, where one of my friends, he had put his 2 weeks notice in, and they let him go the day that he put his 2 weeks notice in. And they do that to people who they either don't like their work and, you know, was good riddance anyway type of situation, you know what I mean? And so I thought he was gone. The weekend passed. I go to work Monday night, and I'm looking for a job that was coming up on the press that I was on. So it wasn't in the regular staging area. So sometimes when the job is not in the regular staging area, it could be on a different press. So I walked over to the press that was next to us. It's a wall separating us. And my job was over there. And I happened to look, and he's here running the press. I'm like, what? What? I had to do a triple take. I was like, what? Why is the hootenanny is going on around here? So I went back over to my press, and I looked at my operator. I was like, and he was like, who? And he said the person's name. I was like, yeah. I said, then I went up to him closer, and I was like, I thought he was fired. And he said, I don't know. He was like, I don't know what happened. And you know what I told him? I said, you're not a reliable source. I'm not listening to you no more. He said, for real, he was fired on Friday. Fired on Friday and back on Monday. And then I asked him, I said, this is what I said to him, when are you leaving? And he said, he said, I'm not leaving now. He said, they fired me Friday, and they called me back on Monday. And I thought to myself, why? Why would they call you back on Monday? Why? I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't put the pieces together that a company would fire someone on a Friday, and then even before the next work day began, they called you back and say, oh, what the company say? Oh, we made a mistake. You know, oh, my bad. I don't know. It's just something missing that I don't know. And I just thought that whole situation of the company firing him on a Friday, and then, as he said, called him back on a Monday. I just thought that was strange, because I did hear that the general manager of the plant does not care for him too much, and maybe that's the reason why he didn't allow him to do his 2 weeks for his 2 weeks notice and fired him right away. And I also heard, this was interesting too, excuse me, I also heard that the company offered him more money to stay. And then when he said yes, they did not give him the money, and that's what made him really go for the other job, supposedly. So it was a lot of little kind of puzzle pieces that I did not know, and I tried to put together, but oh my goodness, that was crazy. And now he's back. And you know what's so weird about that kind of story is I keep all that up here. You know, I keep all that up there because if any strange situation happened to me on this job, I'm going to pull from here. I'm going to pull from here. That's one thing about the type of person that I am on my job. I don't say a lot, but I hear a lot, and I store a lot. So, at any given situation, I'm going to pull from here if I need to. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have another one and another one. Like I said, some things have been going on, and they're storytelling worthy. So, as always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And